Hi everyone, it's Kim here from Kimber Creations. It's been a little bit or a little while since I had done a video for you all, and today I just wanted to take a little bit of time and show you some of our Christmas decor and how we kind of do things, and plus sad to say, I really didn't put anything out last year. We had this little dinky tabletop tree, and I just wasn't in the mood to really mess with it. And then the kids had begged, especially with Marky being with us, really felt that, it'd be nice to have a tree up again this year. And so I got everything out. Well, Dave, hubby had helped pull everything out for me, and then we started decorating. And so right now you're looking at our family tree, and it has a lot of memory behind it, a lot of sentimental pieces on here. And what I mean by that is, as my brother and I were growing up, the tradition was that Mom and Dad had every year given us a new ornament to put on the tree, and so that when we grew up and started either having families of our own, or were able to start decorating our own trees and stuff, that we had something to start with. And and it makes for a wonderful memory piece, and if that makes sense. So anyway, and so that I wanted to continue that tradition with our family, and so I guess I'll just get started. I'm not going to go obviously through every little ornament, and we've gotten so many ornaments obviously with having 3 children, and I still have several of my original ornaments as well, and so it's kind of neat to pull out and see. Obviously I don't remember getting those, but it's neat to see the different ornaments that have been accumulated through the years. And so anyway, I'm just going to kind of slowly go around and show you the different ornaments. Now, some are mine, like this little baby up here is actually a little angel. She's lost her wings through the years, and I just have never replaced them yet, but that was my very first ornament. So she's 40 plus years old, and I don't think she's doing too bad, just losing her wings through the years, but I do plan on putting wings on her after this year is over. Just haven't either remembered until you start pulling everything out, or just haven't really found the right wings to put on her. So anyway, that was my very first one. And then you'll see some ornaments that the kids have made through the years. And then a lot of the ball ornaments here, my mom had painted through the years also for the kids. Each year, she would give them a new ornament with a new character or something on it. That one happens to be Davy's, the hedgehog, I believe, or something or other. And I'm just going to kind of go around here. Monica one year was into ballerinas, and so she painted, I can't really get it real well, but she painted ballerinas on an ornament. And whoops, there's the door, sorry. And there's my husband's guitar ornament. And then like we have Buzz Lightyear, obviously that is Davy's as well. There's just a variety. There's an ornament that was Monica's. I'd have to look on the date exactly, for sure. Here is a sample Um, like this one says M99. That was Monica's back in 1999. Each one of the kids had gotten penguins that year. And so there's that. I'm just kind of slowly going through. Oh, here's, I believe, one of the last ones that I received from my parents. Let me turn it around here. It's a little baker, and I got that one in high school, I believe, because I had went to school, vocational school, my junior and senior year to become a cook, which now obviously I'm not doing that. So, but anyway, so that was one of them. There's another one that was mine when I was little. I think this was back in 71. I don't know, 74, that one. So, yes, Little Miss Muffet, with the spider and all, and one year Rachel, she was big into Blue's Clues, and so my mom painted a Blue's Clues ornament for her. And so we're just gonna kind of go. That was a bear of mine. Just kind of go around and show you some of the different ornaments. Now, like this one here is a picture of Monica when she was in preschool, and she made that in preschool, and they put her picture in the inside of the wreath, and I've got that as well. Here's a picture of Rachel when she was in preschool, and we had a picture of Davy in preschool in an ornament, and we can't seem to find it. So I think what I'm going to do is just go and look through some photos and make up one, so that he has a preschool picture up here as well. And here is Rachel's ornament from last year, guitar. And then one of the kids had made this angel in school. And here is another ornament one of the kids had made. They're all marked. I just don't know offhand without looking whose is whose right now. So I hope I'm not being too shaky with this. And here's Davy got a guitar as well, electric guitar ornament. Here is SpongeBob that my mom had painted. And we had so many ornaments that I was unable to even put all of them up here. But I do have, quite a few of them. It's just that, after having 3 kids, the tree does get full. Here is Monica's very first ornament. It's a kitty cat ballerina, and you pull the string and her arms and legs move. So I hope I'm not going too fast. So that is that. And then what I did along the banister, I just put some garland and hung up the stockings. And I do want to come over here into the trying not to get too shaky here, but here is a what do you call it, like I don't know if they call it a shadow box thing or whatever, tree. And it has all these little miniature, and this is from Hallmark. When my husband's mother had passed away, of course, him being the only child, we had inherited all of her belongings and stuff, and so when we were going through things, we found that she collected these Hallmark pieces, and there are so many of those that I wasn't able to put all of those up either, but these were kind of like my favorite ones. Of course, naturally, the whole bottom row is nothing but snowmen, and you can see you know, it just kind of, and I had to have the Mary and Joseph and baby Jesus up there. And so there's that. I'm going to take you a sneak peek here. This door right here is going into our bathroom, and I made that wall hanging a few years back of a snowman. And so we even have some ornaments hanging up here off of my, where I hang my dried flowers, or try to anyway. Sorry about the glare. And then on this wall here, let me see if I can pull back. I have this shelf up here, and I just put a throw up there, a Christmas throw, and then up above, you know, I have some ornaments. This middle one right here is a snowman I made several years ago. Actually, I did oodles and oodles of them, and it's from an old bed covering, and I made one for all the family members on my mom's side. So I did, I don't know how many. Here's a snowman. I can't remember if Rachel or Monica had made that out of a sock one year at school. And then there's a couple more stockings up there. I'm going to go over here, and in our dining room, which is a total disaster right now, but up above on the shelf is my cookie jars and teapots for Christmas, all snowmen. You know, I'm a big fan of snowmen. And then let me scoot you around here. I want to show you on our gas fireplace, we have these two wooden trees that my mom had given me, and these are all ornaments that she has painted. Let me see if I can get this one around. And that was the only angel she did, and the rest of them are snowmen. These ones are all glass. And then these ones are, as you can see, the Winnie the Pooh characters. And so we've got that. And then in front of our window, let me go back around here. Oops, I'm trying not to step over Murky's toys. So, and I'm not sure if this is going to come out real well. I might have to get closer because of the sun. I tried to close the blinds here so that it wouldn't get a glare, but I just took a couple crates, see if it'll come in, took a couple crates and decorated with all of my other snowmen, and there's another little tree with some more of those little miniatures on it. And so I'm trying not to get that glare. And then this last thing that I want to show you on our bookshelf is the Nativity, and this is pretty unique. My mother had, and I'm not sure if Dad helped with this or not, because it's been probably 30 plus years old. They were big into what do you call this stuff? Ceramics. And when my mom's mother, my grandmother, was alive, they did ceramics, and so this is all made by them and painted. And this poor wise man, when I got it out, he had lost his head and his hands, and so I had to take and glue those back on, and thank goodness everything was still there to keep, and you can't even tell that it was broken. I don't know if you know, if that was a big deal or whatever, but anyway, I'm rambling, as you can tell, and I don't recall how old the stable is. I'm not sure if my dad had made it, or if it was purchased somewhere. I don't know the history of that, but this is like I said, this is the nativity scene that they had, one of them, that they had made and had given to me or our family. And so there's even a cow and a donkey inside the stable there. So anyway, that is my non-crafting holiday video for now, and I plan to get some other videos uploaded here before too long. And as always, thanks so much for watching and being a subby. And if you're not a subby, come join the fun. I know that I'm not on as often as I used to be, but I try to get on when I can. And so I hope you enjoy a little bit of our home. So anyway, have a wonderful day, and as always, thanks for watching, and we will talk to you soon. Love and hugs to all. Bye.